Oh, it's reflecting us here.
You're
live.
We're live.
Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, little technical difficulties there. As always, it is our forte to get it wrong.
Yeah.
So we had
a little waiting.
we were on slow internet, so we had to
change
twice.
Packages, trying to get it going.
Trying to find the internet and
Suddenly
also trying to find our way into the live.
It's okay, I've got a cup of tea. Oh,
Rob's good. Yeah. Hello.
I think we might need to wipe the lens a little.
Hello.
This is a bit possible, isn't it?
Oh.
Try not to bump the table.
Yeah. Oh, that's
oh, you go around, Dix.
Okay. Just trying to clear up a bit.
Yeah, this is a bit possible. Like that.
And we're back.
That's better.
Wow. Now you can see Ivan.
Yeah, because Ivy was a bit fuzzy. Not really a bad thing.
We've got a headspace. Yeah. Well. Hello, Nigel Cherry. Hello.
Wow. How you doing, Nigel?
And Ken Sherlock from New York.
Is Amin still with us? Amin's been with us for a wee while. Are you still there, Amin?
Yes, Amin, who's got up very early in the morning to join us. Thank you. That's going beyond.
That's a good sized mug. Right?
Yeah. Okay, well, it's so hot here. We're in Darwin, and the wet season isn't upon us. No, it's not upon us yet. It's called the build-up. We've had the season. We're now in the build-up before the wet season, and I tell you what, it is hot and humid. And greetings from Washington State. Hello, Sport Code. Hello, Stuart Robertson. Hello, JM Sweetness. We are everyone, but hello. Thank you for joining us. Do you want to start with talk about that?
Yeah. Okay. How do you start there? So we've had.
Oh, well, I'll tell you.
We had a slow climb.
Yes, it's been. Our subscriptions have.
Right, I'm going to start with this little comment. When we got to 14,900 subscribers, and it was a crawl to there, to be fair, but it became like a creep. The last 100 subscribers to get to 15,000 subscribers took not 1 week, not 2 weeks, not 1 month, but 2 months. Yeah, to get 100 subscribers. I don't know why. I mean, it's nice that we've got 100 subscribers. Of course, thank you for joining us, and with your notification bell on, of course. And then when we passed 15,000.
Yeah, and this is the point. People said, "Oh, once you get past 15,000, it just suddenly goes."
Yeah, you're gonna.
And it did. We clicked over 15,000, and then in a few days we clicked up to 17,000. We were like, "We're off."
It was like,
"We're off." Hello, Lord. We're off, and we were like, "This has gone crazy." And then, hello, Mark James. And then. Over the course of about a week, we watched those subscriptions disappear again. We'll get to that, Daniel. So we went.
Hold off your questions for a moment.
We went up to 17,000, and then we went to 16,500, then 16,000. We'd wake up every day and we'd go, "Oh, we've got less and less and less." And YouTube dropped us down below 15,000 again. So we gained 2,000 and we lost like 2,300. And it just felt like, what do we have to do? So so we don't really understand what is going on.
Yeah.
We seem to have slowed down immensely. I don't know if that's across the board for YouTube, everybody. The other day we lost something like 1,000 views on one of our videos.
It was plugging along nicely.
And then they popped back up again. So I don't know. Anyway. So. One thing we will say, people have said to us, even some of our patrons have said to us that they were subscribed to us and then suddenly they were no longer subscribers. We have been losing more subscribers than we have been gaining because we can see the analytics. So I don't know, after YouTube just pops you off if you haven't watched for a while maybe, or also if you clicked on notifications, that's being taken off as well for some reason. People who used to get notified of our blogs no longer get notified. So anyway, thank you, Sport Code, for your little bit of support there. Says we're an excellent channel, don't worry. about subs. I know we shouldn't worry about subs, but it does. I think if people see that you've got lots of subs, that they watch you regardless. And
Oh yeah, that guy says that he was
Yeah.
unsubscribed and
yeah, there you go. And Ainsley was unsubscribed.
Oh.
Yeah, so check your
You're not the
subscriptions.
first. We've had a lot of people contact us
Check
saying
the
that.
subscriptions, and then go and everybody get one of their friends to subscribe as well.
One
And let's
friend.
see what happens. Will they all go up and then all come down again, or what? It's just funny. Everything's gone super slow.
YouTube doesn't like
But-
us.
The manager is here. Lauren is
Yeah.
here. Hello, Lauren. I was going to call you this morning. Sorry, I didn't get around to it.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not woken up. That's it. We haven't got. Okay. Would you be more gay?
What?
Someone said it's because we're not woken up.
Oh, we're not woken.
Oh.
That's
Well, I
right.
tell you what.
Yeah,
Oh no, I won't say that because it isn't. It's not very PC. I was going to say.
there's lots of un-PC things we
Yeah.
could say,
Yeah.
but we don't.
Yeah, it's very on PC, but I have a little bugbear, okay, and this will probably get us taken on YouTube. I have a bugbear, having done sport. You know where I'm going to go?
This is just
Having done sport,
outrageous. It
and
makes you wonder what's driving that.
and it's hard enough trying to compete in a man's world, but women doing sport now competing with men, people who are born with all the male hormones,
Thank you,
who
Trudy.
have transcended into femalehood, become women,
Yeah.
but had all the benefit of male hormones, competing against women who have not had the benefit of male hormones. That gets the goat.
However, the
I
upside
don't
is,
have a problem. I don't have a problem with people transcending into different genders.
yeah, it's fine.
But
You want to do that?
if you're a woman who's had the benefit of male hormones, you need a different category than women who've only had female hormones. That's my thing.
The
Anyway,
upside
that's
is-
not very well for me.
the
And it's
Upside
very
is,
off topic of where we are. Subscriptions.
the upside is, I'm transitioning to the Olympics in Paris, the women's single scull.
Yeah.
I'm
There you
gonna
go.
crash.
Is that woken up for you?
Yeah. Tell you what, I will touch a little bit about it. The whole, if an 8-year-old, 10-year-old says they want to cut the old bit off and nip and tuck, too soon. They need to. Someone
Thank
needs
you,
to say,
Alison.
"Hey, handbrake."
Yeah.
That's not cool.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's
All right,
change
let's
the
move
subject.
on.
We're very
Let's
off
go.
topic here,
Yeah,
which
so-
was turn on your subscribe. Make sure you're subscribed
Hello,
and
Alison.
turn your notifications.
Yeah.
Stand up, brother for love. You two
Oh,
stand
yeah.
up. Have a show off.
It's
Oh.
those two. Ivan's taller than Dad now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's official. Unless you're on the website where it's
No. Oh, taller. Sorry, I was just catching it. No way. But no, Ivan is still. I'm taller. Finn is shorter. Ivan is shorter than me. I'll agree. Finn and Declan definitely taller than me. But if you go to the website and look on bios or about us, I think it is, you'll read there. Read my bio and then read Ivan's bio. Locked and loaded. Carry on.
Just saying,
Thanks,
I didn't
Sam.
write my bio, so I don't know what that says. Don't believe anything
believe
it says on
every
me.
word it says.
I'm going to
Unless
just
it's
write
good.
down. You talk amongst yourselves, and
Says,
I'm going to write down
questions,
the
yeah.
questions.
Have you met anybody
That
more
leads to Kerry.
leads to Kerry? No, not really. Thanks, Lauren. No. We did a radio interview in the local ABC radio station that we do here that didn't bring up anyone. And I've just haven't just haven't had any real leads actually. I really expected I'd find somebody who interacted daily with Kerry at some point, and maybe I need to put it out in the universe a bit more just to see what happens. But before we go, when are we going?
Oh yes. Well, Mark James has just asked, how about getting away from Australia? And that is exactly what we are trying to do right now, is get away from Australia. We are here in Darwin, and we have been getting all our bits and bobs together, and that's what's taken time. But we have everything now, so we will be applying. We're going to apply for a 2-month visa, so we have to apply for that. You can get a visa of 1 month if you just sail straight to the country. We're going to apply for a 2-month visa, so that will take us about a week or so to get that. 7 working days, isn't it, or 14 working days, something like that. And and so hopefully within the next 2 weeks we will be leaving Australia. It seems amazing. We've been here almost 3 years. It feels like home. We've had the most amazing time here. So and I intend to do kind of a wrap up of all the wonderful things that we would not have seen had we only done the 6 months that we originally planned to stay here. So we've had some some amazing times, but it's time to go. And we're going on to Indonesia. And we did say we had a special guest. A couple of weeks ago, we said we had a special guest who will be joining us today. If you see any questions right now. And we did have a special guest, but unfortunately our special guest, who was in the photograph, if you saw the photograph that went with this live, and Finn was here. Finn was with us. He couldn't stay for this live. He booked a ticket yesterday and he flew away yesterday afternoon, which was very sad. Yeah. But we had a wonderful time with him here. We really enjoyed. I think it's more. I think it's just more the light. It's light coming in now. Yeah, we've had a lot. So unfortunately, and we had kind of hoped that we'd be able to just do a recording with him and be wonderful and somehow play that, but yeah, that wasn't going to happen. Yeah, we're not geared up for that kind of stuff. So so unfortunately, we don't have Finn with us. We do.
Hang on, is Finn just kicked in? Oh, Finn's here. I'm here. Finn's on.
Finn's here. Finn's watching. I'm here.
Who's he?
There he is. Hello. Oh, didn't we have a great time, Finn? We didn't do very much. Let's just not touch the table because we go all funny. Yes, we thought no, he's not staying on the boat with us. Unfortunately, he's got his own life to lead, and so Finn has gone back to New Zealand to start competing, and he's going to try and get to those Paris Olympics. So, yeah.
Finn, you're famous. Everybody cares more about you than us.
Yeah. So nice. I think it's fine. So nice to see him.
Coming in to clean you guys up. There you go.
See?
Well, I think
also the screen, though.
maybe
Don't mind me.
a little housekeeping while we're here.
Okay.
Tell us your travel plans. Well, we've just
Hold
told
on.
you.
Let me get it again.
I think it's
Oh, look at that. It's even worse.
It's got a light shine on as well. Maybe take the light a bit away.
That's
Anyway, it is what it is. Ivan, Carl Everett, stop! Is glad that you got a camera for your birthday. Are you using it well?
Finally.
Yeah.
Can I have the pen?
Where's Chanel? Do you want to come out?
So,
Chanel. Yes, Chanel is still here.
So,
Chanel.
do you want to tell people about your
Oh, she's here.
So I'm a semi-professional photographer, and yeah, I take photos of things.
But to be a photographer, you have to have zero charisma.
Yep.
How much was the camera? Well, it was new to us, but it wasn't new.
Secondhand.
So it was a second-hand camera.
But
So we didn't.
Yeah, it
Still
wasn't used much when.
But it was 4 years old.
It was 4 years old, but it was like it still came with had the box still.
Yeah.
And so it hadn't been
It's
used that much.
a fancier camera than the one we used for doing our videos.
Was it worth the wait, Ivan?
I think you had the light.
Was it worth the wait? I mean, about 4 years it took for me to get that present. So, I mean,
an accumulation.
I think, I guess it was worth. I think, it was worth it. But 4 years, I feel like it was. I should have been about 6. I think. I don't think I deserved to get it that soon. Only 4 years wait. So I think it was.
Oh, you've done a lot of dishes in that time, though.
Yeah, I've done a lot of dishes. Canon 60 Mark II.
Canon EOS 60.
Yes, yeah.
Does that matter the EOS?
No.
Ivan is a comedian. Ivan is very quick.
I'm so funny.
No, none of our stuff is scripted, apart from when I do a voiceover that I script that. But what you see, what we still haven't learnt to really think out our videos. We need to do that more. So what you see is what you get.
Pretty well. The full moon is an example of that. As who's just said
Yeah,
that?
the full moon.
Boy for what?
Boy for love.
Boy for love. Full moon. Yeah, thank you, Bye. See, he still cannot accept that he's shorter than me. It's a real problem.
I think you just can't accept that I'm taller than you.
I might need some therapy on that.
I think Dad.
Somebody asked
Dad
a question
has,
just before that I thought, Zatara, are we going to go? We do hope to get to Europe. In fact, because Zatara is planning to go to Egypt for a period of time before going into the Red Sea. So that potentially could be enough time for us to catch up to them in Egypt. It depends how we go up in Asia. It depends what happens in Asia, really. We've just met a couple of boaties who are going to Bali next week, and then they're going very quickly to Europe. So they will probably catch up and pass the Zatara, actually. So we could have an option to join those two yachts if we go at the edge, but we still want to kind of follow Kiri's journey. We're looking to go to a place called Kupang. Not that Kiri went there, didn't he?
I haven't read the I have to read the letter.
Reread it, but it goes to Honda and then Flores, and then onwards from there up into Kuala Terengganu on the east coast of Malaysia. That's one major port we want to get to. The question is, if we sail there, we're thinking about possibly putting it into a marina and doing a land trip up to Cambodia.
Yeah, there aren't really marinas in Cambodia. There's only one deep port, and that's Sihanoukville, and I don't think there's a marina there yet. It possibly might be building one. We visited there when you were doing the trial, and it was.
Thanks, Stephen.
There was lots of talk of that, but how long before we would see that? We're about 2 months behind in our videos. Yeah, so we're in the Kimberley in the videos.
Some beautiful stuff in Kimberley.
Hopefully, there's some really beautiful stuff. There'll be a little bit of there'll be a lot of crocodiles actually. We were amazed how many crocodiles we saw while we were there. Close up too, very close up.
Yeah, I don't think we'll get to Timor though. Sorry.
But also there'll be a bit more Aboriginal art. We went to some of the amazing art sites there.
As if you haven't had enough
beautiful rivers. Oh my goodness, the beautiful rivers of Kimberley. Incredible nature, just at its best, really, in the Kimberley.
I had the anxiety about Kimberley because everyone talks so frequently about crocodiles, and for good reason. But it actually became a bit of a turn off. So I was kind of, do we really want to go through the Kimberley? You guys are feeling it the same, eh? And it was a bit kind of, but oh man, just don't worry about the crocs.
Yeah,
you'll be right.
Actually, most of the crocodiles were wanting to move away from us rather than move towards us.
Except in that latest episode, I think that was a pretty good call we made there. Do you remember?
Oh God,
just out yesterday, where we were going to cross the creek to see the 3 plaques.
Yeah.
The first crossing would have been fine.
No, because it was way too deep. It would have been waist deep on the way over. I'm not going into waist deep water with a crocodile.
Yeah, unless he's sitting right there, then that wouldn't be good.
I would. Going through the mangroves, it was ankle deep. We can see the crocodiles in ankle deep. Waist deep, no. We actually, because there was one, we were in, what was it called? Near Drysdale River. We were in this bay. And there was a tiny little river, and the boys spooked a crocodile, and it took off, and it just disappeared into a little puddle that was about a metre deep and only like a couple of metres wide, and he disappeared. We would never have known there was a crocodile in there if we hadn't watched him go in. You would have looked and gone, oh no, the crocodile couldn't fit in there. But he was there. And that's the problem. They are masters of hiding, and you do not get into anything you can't see the bottom of. So we kept with that rule, and we only swam where we could see the bottom or where we'd climbed way up to get into fresh water.
Daniel Watson, do you know Mick? Daniel Potter. Do you know Mick from Mandra? We call him Mick from Mandra. Mick and Christine, is it? Oh gosh.
Do we know Finn Zatara Finn? Yes, we do know Finn.
Because they didn't post it. Yes, they're all alive and well. I sent a couple of people asking where's Zatara. They didn't post, but yeah. I've been in contact with them. They're just in an area with sketchy internet, so they can't post any videos.
They're going in the Red Sea, aren't they?
I think they may well have left.
Yeah,
I
they
know.
They're on the way up through the Red Sea.
Red Sea.
They've
And the
stopped
thing with
some of them.
Sahara is they move quickly. They move really quickly. We are more on the go slow. We're getting bad in that we'll say we'll just stay here for 2 weeks, and then 2 months later we're still there. And yeah, we just enjoy the places. We enjoy meeting the people we meet. I mean, with Darwin, we kind of almost feel like we're everywhere we go. We feel like we're locals because we stay for so long. But we've met some beautiful people here in Darwin. We've been doing ice baths. Yeah.
Just this morning we did an ice bath. It's our 4th ice bath, and the guy who runs it, he's a friend now. Like we had dinner here with him, came on the boat, and he's a fantastic person, just a wonderful, complete package. Great person to learn a lot of stuff from, and it's really cool. So if we pushed on quickly, we wouldn't have those experiences, and it's pretty special. Yeah.
Don't ask him about croc meat.
Croc meat?
It's horrible. I don't like it. We
had it dry. I'd like to have it sort of on the barbecue.
We had croc jerky. So
yeah, it wasn't that good actually. It might be old, I know. It wasn't that good. But croc burger or a croc steak?
No, I remember we did, Rob and I did, on Fraser Island, we did a wild foods or,
I had some then, didn't I?
Bush tucker evening, and we tried crocodile. It was kind of fishy and a bit, well, I don't know. I didn't enjoy it as much. Kangaroo, on the other hand, now that tastes pretty good.
Yeah.
That's actually very nice. We've eaten a lot of kangaroo. I think I've said that before somewhere. Okay. Ivan, would you like to just say, because Ivan and Finn from Zatara have an Instagram account, and where you've been putting some of your photos. What is that called?
The Viewfinders.
The Viewfinders with 2 S's at the end, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Viewfinders.
Yeah, with 2 S's.
Can I tell you about the shirt? Who'd like to hear about the shirt? I've got a little story about the shirt, just looking at that then. And this is any urgent questions. Cut me off if there's a question, Rach. And there are the Kiwi Takahe patrons know this story, so apologies if you've already heard it. But there's a guy called Barry. Barry Andrews. And Barry is Barry's a Māori. He says, I'm Barry the Māori. And he's been in contact, he's sort of ad hoc contact as a commenter in our episodes. But when he does comment, he doesn't talk about the episode at all. He just says, bro, Chiefs beat the Canes 32-14, thrash them. Great game. That's it. So choice, Barry. Then he'll come up a few weeks later with another result or a game coming up or something like that. Anyway, about, I don't know, 8 weeks ago now, he said, bro, Crusaders versus Canterbury Crusaders versus the Auckland Blues tonight. Who's going to win? We want, and I said, I don't know. He said, we need to put a bit of skin in the game. He says, I'll give you $100 if you choose the right one, and if you choose the loser, I'll give you a hat and a t-shirt. So it's sort of a win-win, wasn't it? Anyway, I chose the Crusaders, and the Crusaders duly won. And Barry says, oh, bro, sweet as, I'm going to send you $100, give me a count, and I'm going to send you a t-shirt and a cap. And Ivan's got the cap, Sunny Otaki, 364, he says, 364 Otaki, that's the phone number thing, something or other. And it's just lovely. And so this is it, the Otaki shirt. And I thought, go you, Barry, the Māori fella. Yeah, so it's very Brotown. It's good fun. Not that I think Barry is watching us right now, but maybe you'll see the live later on.
Rachel, Daniel Warren says, Rachel, you fall in love with the people you meet. Keith, where to go with the schedule he makes. Yeah, they having travelled with them, they're great people.
Yeah.
But they just love to keep moving, and we like to investigate. So
Keith will go. One minute he'll go. He's quite contradictory actually. One minute he'll say, it's too hot here. I've got to get out of here. It's too hot. You move on to another place. It's too cold here. I've got to get to hotter. Sort of,
Oh, slam.
yeah,
Okay.
that's right. There's not enough wind. Got to get some more wind.
Code says, I enjoyed your interaction with the French cruise yesterday. Weren't they
cool?
amazing?
Yeah.
That just so. I mean, I love the French. I was a ski bum for a while, and in France. Yeah, I don't talk about it. The
Not
boys
very
hardly know about it. I worked as a chalet girl, and I don't speak in France, but I don't speak French very well. But I just love the language. I love the people, ladies out, and but not everybody speaks highly French. But I think they shone when we asked for help.
Rainbow Warrior.
Yeah. Well, okay, but. Well, you asked them for help, and they came to our aid and assistance. I mean, they didn't have to. They could have said no. We were being very cheeky when we asked for some fruit.
Thanks, Bruce.
But Bonnie was really hanging out for some bananas, and she wasn't eating. She was eating an unusual diet, and bananas featured heavily in that. And we didn't buy enough bananas, obviously, because we ran out pretty quickly. So yeah, wow, what a wonderful! I mean, they didn't just give us a bunch of bananas. They gave us apples and pears and melons and bananas. It was wonderful. And then to come back and ask the sister ship for assistance so we could get our what's it called Iridium up and going again. And both of them independent of each other. The two ships. We said exactly the same thing. Yeah. We are seamen. We are here to help each other. We're on the same ocean. I mean, that's just wonderful. So yeah, we love that. We love that about them. So. Hey, Potter. Oh, you're on Arana. Potter's bought a boat.
Oh, cool.
And he's on board. Great.
G'day, Amanda in Kentucky. You've always been Ocker, Amanda.
Tracy O'Hanlon. Hi, Tracy. That was the boys' nanny when they were little. Oh, well, actually, she was my sister's nanny, but occasionally she was nanny for us. Well, she said, just looked up the viewfinders. Very talented, Ivan. There you go.
Oh, cool. Tracy, we haven't forgotten about Finn's eyebrow, lest we forget.
What's that?
Poor Tracy was babysitting Finn one day, and he fell off or something.
No,
funny enough, you can still see in the eyebrow that, but the cut goes exactly with the flow of the hair of the eyebrows. It actually looks pretty cool, Tracy. You've left your mark.
It wasn't her fault. He fell off.
It wasn't her fault.
No, and he was holding something in his hand. He fell onto it. Had 3 stitches in his eyebrow.
Talking about me?
Oh. No, that's a different one.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah, that was another one. Ivan had a stick in his hand. He always ran around with stick swords. And he was lying between 2 beds once, and he fell between the 2 beds.
No, he was bouncing.
Oh, he was bouncing, was he? Anyway, and the stick came and stabbed him in the eye.
Speaking of the Iridium Go, why wasn't it up on everybody's? It was on mine as well. It was on mine as well, but my phone is not really up and running.
That's a good point.
Mine's on, so it should be on everyone's. Yeah. Chalet girl, do you know what a chalet girl is? That sounds awful, actually, chalet girl, doesn't it? Yeah. Sounds a bit. Yeah. Well, no, in Europe, they have chalets in the mountains on the hillside where you go skiing, and it is. I think it happens for other countries, but certainly for British people, they hire out a company will hire out chalets, and then they put the chalet girls, that was me, and you're pretty much a chef for the people for their stay. So you would cook for them 3-course meal every night. 3-course meal every night, and you clean the chalet as well and make beds. So they get up, you make breakfast for them, you make a cake, and you put it down on the table for when they come back in the afternoon. Sometimes in my one we had to make lunches as well, but and then they go off skiing, and while they're skiing, you make their bed and you tidy up, and then you're there in the evening to create a beautiful meal for them as well. Chalet girl.
Declan yawned there. The reason being, he's got a job.
Oh.
Declan has a job, and his story was going on, but Declan has a job. He's been working for few weeks now at Sombrero, and he's doing crazy hours. The last 2 nights he's worked from 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. 8 3 a.m.
in the morning. Sometimes
The
at
graveyard
4, sometimes at 4 in the morning.
So he got back he got back yesterday morning at 3 a.m. or about 4 a.m.
No, this morning.
No, I'm talking yesterday now.
Oh.
Yesterday morning, got back at 4 a.m. Then got up because Finn was still here, and hung out with Finn all day. They did some wicked cool stuff actually that you'll see in due course, and they made wicked videos entering a competition. Enough on that. And then he kind of had a bit of a snooze, and he went to work again last night. Got back at 3:30, 4 o'clock this morning. Got up at what time? 7:40, and went to do this ice bath with us. And he's been up ever since. So you've had very little sleep.
So,
Yeah.
but he's not working tonight, which is so you can have a have a rest. And the thing is, because we're on a boat and we're on an anchorage, when he comes home, somebody's got to go in and pick him up on the dinghy at 3:30, 4:30 in the morning, which is not a hardship, but it's one of those things. Living on a boat. Hey, what was I? There was something I saw there, and I can't remember what it was.
Can we say some of the stories?
Oh yes,
girls-
Declan.
girls
Someone's
that-
asked is Declan Gerford's still here? Yes, she is.
Yes, she is.
No, do you want to
Just
come over?
She's just
So,
over there, and she is actually Trinal.
Chanel.
You don't
She's
have to
just
talk,
eating
just
at the
come
moment.
show your face.
Just show. She's having
Might
some
want
frozen
to wipe
fruit.
your mouth though.
You've got blueberries on your
blueberries.
mouth.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's
But
fine.
Chanel actually is going to join us, and she's coming to Indonesia as well. So, whoa,
Oh,
it's okay. We'll all just lean this way. There we go.
slide over.
Slide over. Right. Oh, I'm not done. So there's Chanel. Chanel is okay. Chanel. No, she doesn't want to stay. She doesn't want. She just there she is. Just to prove that she is there. She is shy. She's very shy. So you'll see her in the videos in the Kimberley. And I think maybe you've become more talkative in them, but often she doesn't want to be seen. So yeah, you'll catch a glimpse of Chanel, but not much more. Yeah. So I think we should move on to other business at hand. You might see Rob.
Oh yeah.
Is wearing a beautiful hat. What does it say on it, Robert?
It says the Cruising Kiwis.
I
Oh my goodness me.
haven't
Now
had
this
one
logo,
too.
actually, it's got a idea. Let's take it up here. See that logo? Now Lauren made that logo. Well, we had a basic sort of concept which Lauren then.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's back to front, but you get
it's
the
a bit
idea.
straightforward of you,
I don't think you get that the right way around, do you?
yeah, probably not.
No. Yeah, they're all the same.
Um,
Thank you, Anthony. You
lovely
give us some
story.
up for
This logo has a bit of heritage to it because Lauren, I won't do too much detail about why, but Lauren had someone on hand who could do the technical stuff. That person didn't quite make it to the challenge, and so she got the basic logo, printed it off, cut out the letters, each individual letter, because we wanted letters.
Oh, it is the
placed
right way
differently.
around. There you go.
It is, and positioned the Kiwi a bit better, and then positioned each piece of letter on another page, and then took a photo of that, and then
Yeah. So yeah.
can you,
So it was
you know what I mean?
a mission of love
Such a
because
great-
she's a wonderful
Thanks.
woman.
Yeah.
And yes, Squawk Code, you can buy them. We just don't know how to do that at the moment. We did a short run for our patrons, and that went really well. So Rob went out and did another short run. So we don't have a huge amount
Huge number.
of hats, and we only have limited ones in
Colours.
this colour,
Couldn't get the
and
colours
this
that we
colour.
wanted.
but we have quite a few in this
We've got
colour
black and blue.
and black.
We've got a few of
But
those.
when I say quite a few, it is still limited numbers. So if anybody would like a hat,
So
I
you
think-
can email thecruisingkiwis@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Thecruisingkiwis@gmail.com and let us know what you'd like and give us your address and we'll send you the details. So
do you have
We
the
do-
grey one on hand? Oh
we
yeah,
have-
this is the grey one. Isn't it?
yeah, we've only got
We've only got 4 of those left. So if you did want a grey one,
Yeah.
it's first come, first served. Ta-da!
um
And we did have a mottled grey one, but that one's gone now. They're all gone.
couldn't get any more of those. So we had a deal for the patrons
Does
only. We had a special deal for the patrons, which because there's basically cover costs, but we are going to try and make a few dollars on this one, and it's $30 US. Plus the postage, which can be up to $20 depending where you're going, which is incredibly expensive, I know. So it's really, it's a big investment if you totally get it.
Yeah.
You can't make that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We've tried to keep the price down low, but it's the postage that really breaks it.
Yeah. Well, no,
the blue is really nice. The blue is a really nice material. It's kind of
the thick cotton.
It's a really thick and kind of, I don't know, not denim-y, but just I like the blue material best. And the yellow's in the same kind of material. The black and this one are in a more just a cotton. This one's a brush. That's kind of brush cotton.
Yeah, it's almost like suede.
Yeah, these are brush cotton, and these are just blue is sweet. Bob. Yes, blue is very sweet.
Thank you, Bob. What's that, banana?
No, are those cracking herbs? I don't know.
Oh, okay. Carl. Hey, Carl. You're from California, Carl. That can be your exclusive US distributor. Go you, Carl. Yeah, absolutely, bro.
Yeah. Do you have Velcro? No. So,
it's a little class.
It's a little class. You adjust it by pushing the thing through. Yeah. Unfortunately, they're not Velcro. I think who was it? Finn, our son. I wish they were different. Yeah. One will go with
the free range hoodie.
Yeah.
The free range guys.
Yes, well, hopefully they'll be wearing theirs because we sent some to them.
Yep.
We sent some to Troy and Pascal. Yeah. I wonder if they'll pop up on their program. Probably not, but it would be funny if they did.
We do wear the Star shirts occasionally, don't we? Yeah, because they're good shirts and we support those guys. They're great.
Yeah.
We love their work.
Do indeed. So yes, for the hats, if anybody wants them, email is thecruisingkiwis @gmail.com. You can, we will try and put them up on the website, but that might take us a while.
Any other questions, Rach? Come up.
No.
Any questions? We'll rip into them here. I'm really feeling really bad. I mean, if you come back and watch this later, he was staying up to watch it from Scotland.
The Tara are really good at promotion, yes.
Yeah,
yes. That's not us.
Yeah.
You tell us I do a Velcro.
Oh, we're waiting for some questions. Do they? Oh, no.
There's a good. Maybe the mottled one did. I don't know what one you've got.
Oh, this one, yes. The black one.
Oh, the black one.
The black one's
Velcro. They're all different. What's the grey one? Then
No.
Grey one.
You want a Velcro one?
It's a completely different. Oh yeah, it's got the.
Oh, we're waiting for more questions. Is there any questions there? I thought I'd bring this along as a little sideshow. How's the best one?
Springboks beat Argentina this morning.
Oh, cool.
Hey.
What was the result in the All Blacks and Wallabies?
27-24 the All Blacks. Really close game. We were going to go, but I forgot to go to the pub.
You tell better stories than Tara. That's between us and you, Anthony.
I just thought I'd bring this along because anyone actually into sailing and boating here? You may recall back in January, I changed the seacocks out because they got seized up. And, amazing thing. This seacock was totally locked up. I just thought because if you ever find this probably south of any item, in fact, this is brass, but put this in vinegar. Within 3 days, this was locked. I mean, I could not turn that handle at all. But it's just beautifully smooth now. I can lock it right in. And it's extraordinary, eh? Power of vinegar. Just saying, you can lock that one away.
How many hours on the diesel engines, Rob?
Coming up approaching 3,000.
Yeah. Put quite a lot on when we did the cruise with Bonnie Hancock. Did a lot of motoring there.
Someone asked why Kiwis funnier than Aussies. Because you can actually understand Kiwis.
You do the school career?
Yeah, mate. You can understand Kiwis.
Someone said, why don't we go and visit the landlubbers, Troy and Pascal? Actually, we did. Before we left Bustleton, in Western Australia, we did a car drive down to visit them and see their farm. And it was before they started cutting down all the trees, and they didn't have. They had the chickens at the time. They didn't have the pigs or the goats, and yeah, we loved it. It's a beautiful spot, and yeah, love what they're doing. Really love what they're doing.
How come we didn't show any of that?
Because because we were just that's for we only filmed us leaving.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because we weren't there to film. That was just we were having.
Oh, how did the laser regatta go? So I had this. I did a regatta.
Oh, you can't get that all away because we're going to put that in an episode.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, well, you can talk about it. You can say how it would have been better.
Well, I could say that I had a boat that was 30 years old, and the sail was a new sail from 30 years old ago, and it had lost a lot of its shape. And all its power, when the wind got up, went to the centre of the sail instead of being forward, just near the mast. So as the sail shape, it had more of a pushing over effect than a driving forward effect. And it was very, very, very frustrating. Very frustrating. But I did well enough to suggest that if I'd had better equipment, I know you never blame the equipment, but actually I would have been competitive, actually. So I wasn't competitive, is the answer.
It wasn't, but yeah, you would have been. Yeah. Well, no, you were competitive a couple of times. And
well,
then,
still managed to, yeah.
Yeah, very competitive.
Oh,
in the lighter winds, he was very competitive. When the winds got up,
sail just lost shape.
Yeah.
Completely lost all shape.
Yeah.
But there were two races. I was first around the top mark, and another race I was third around the top mark, and both those races got abandoned. Honestly,
Rob was very frustrated.
Yeah.
Just a couple of questions here. Are we still going to Christmas Island?
No.
That's from Owen. No, we were, and we got very excited about going to Christmas Island, and then we looked into the anchorage, and you talked to the harbour master.
Harbour master.
And
emailed me saying, do you realise what you're doing? It was sort of a bunch of things though. It was off course for.
Well, it wasn't following Kerry's letters,
yeah,
which is kind of what we plan to do once we leave here, and try and follow them as closely as possible. But but we were going there to see our friends, and we're really annoyed that we're not going to see our friends now because we don't know when we'll see them again.
Yeah.
Kyle and Hayley, who are on Chasing Eden, the Wholesome Sailors, they're doing some great stuff over there, but they're not with their boat. So they have to get back to their boat, which is in Darwin on the west coast of Australia, and then they're going to go into Indonesia next year, but we'll probably be long gone by then. So we fear that it's going to be difficult to meet up with them again. But yeah, that's that. No, Christmas Island's off the list now. Boys, do you want to stay on the boat?
Yeah, I like the boat.
What about land stuff? Do you want to do more land stuff?
Yep, I like land. I don't know. I guess I'll be staying on the boat for a little while longer because I don't know what I want to do yet.
You've been actually. One of the great things about having been here long enough is that Declan's not really had a job before, other than doing a bit of work in the boatyard in Fremantle. Because we're constantly moving, they can't get jobs, and then they don't have money, and then it's it's not great when you're a young teenager, and especially one who's just turned 18 and he wants to go out and see a bit of nightlife. So it's good that he's able to now that he's working, he can't see the nightlife because on Fridays and Saturdays he's on the late shift. But he sees all the drunk people coming in, so he gets he gets to witness that. The place, the Sombreros, is right across the road from the nightclub, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they come stumbling in there, burrito on the way home.
Hey Bob, NT is Northern Territory of Australia, but I'd love to go to the Northwest Territory of Canada. Absolutely, that would be great.
Yep. Someone says they like the kite B-roll footage, and we would be lost. We would be lost without Expendable. We're lost without Pin. The thing is, it's so lovely to have him here, and then when he goes, it's like, But
we were talking to him on the phone today, and just his voice. I
Yeah.
love his voice.
But all the kids leave home. They have to leave home. I mean, I feel
He's not. He's
actually when Finn left, I phoned my mother because I just realised, you know, when your kids leave home and you don't see them all the time, it's so sad. And I haven't seen my mum for 4 years. So because we've been here almost 3 years, and I suddenly thought, oh my goodness, yeah, I've got to talk to my mother. So, what needs to be done on the boat before the passage? Actually, nothing. We've pretty much. You've been working on bits and bobs, haven't you, Rob?
Yeah,
Does anything need to? Do you want to?
We're just always
Do
ready.
that later?
Always ready.
Would you? Yeah.
What
needs to be done on the boat before we leave?
Yeah, we've got damaged trolley dolly wheels on the tender. I've ordered some new ones of those.
Yeah, but we can fare without that.
Yeah, we've done all the saltwater water pumps, seals and bearings on both of them. They both went pretty much. Well, the other one was okay, but it was going to go, so I did it as a preventative maintenance, my middle name. And we've done bunches of all sorts of bits and bobs beyond that. That was the biggest job. But there is one job that I'm wanting to talk to with the mechanic about. Where the engine's under full throttle, it's steaming. The steam starts coming out after a minute or so. That's not good. I want to try and stop that. And I've talked with various people over the years, in fact, about how can I stop that happening. And I still can't. But this guy in here, he's really good. Nafa. From Egypt originally, but he's been in Darwin a long time, and he's very, very clever. Knows a lot of stuff about this. So if we could remedy that while we're here, that would be great. It's my job tomorrow, actually.
Do we have any waterfowl on the bottom of our boat?
Antifowl. Yep. It's a bit old.
A little bit. There's a little bit left, but we've got a nice beard growing there and barnacles again. So that slowed us down a bit. Have we been to Kakadu? Yes.
Kakadu.
Have you not seen our episode from Kakadu? That started with Declan's birthday.
Yeah.
And then as a birthday surprise, we had a night in Kakadu.
That would be about 3 episodes ago.
Yeah.
In fact, I'll look it up for you. So you know which one's more.
And it was wonderful. We saw the art there, and we witnessed the sun going down.
In fact, you can't miss it. It's got a crocodile on see that one with crocodile on Declan's face?
Oh, did we do that?
That's Kakadu. Oh, hang on, where is it? See it there?
Is that the Kakadu one? No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Is it not?
No, the high highs and lows.
No, high highs and hello lows of the club.
Oh.
Yeah.
True, it is.
It's called Hilarious Highs and something.
Can you see that? Highs and lows. That one there?
That's Kakadu.
Kakadu.
Yeah. Someone asked, how did I end up marrying Rob? Because I'm from England.
I put a ring on your finger.
She went into a coma and she woke up like this.
I was visiting my sister. Actually, no, it was before that. I met Rob 10 years before we got together. And I used to do triathlon, and we'd just done the World Championships in Australia on the Gold Coast. That was
1990 or 1991.
Is that 1991? Yeah, 1991 or 1992. And we were on our way home from Australia, and we called in New Zealand, and my sister was with me. She was a triathlete too, but she had been a rower, and she wanted to go and visit some of the rowing guys and girls that she knew from New Zealand.
One in particular
who she ended up marrying. And so we had something like 4 days in New Zealand, and we headed down to a place called Hamilton, and she knocked on the door of the only people she knew who were like a rowing house, and this guy opened up, and
he dropped the knee right there, and he said, "Will you marry me?"
That's the first time I met him. And then, actually, we stayed the night at that house, a rowing house, and then I came back the following year to do some training and hung out with Rob a bit. But it was 10 years later that I was visiting my sister, who is now married to the rower that she was trying to see at that time, and she'd had twins, and I was helping her with her twins. And I just finished at university, and I was supposed to stay for 1 month to go back and get a job as a physiotherapist. And I left 7 months later, and I was engaged. And I went back to try and. Oh, it's a long story. I'm going on a bit, but
Sorry.
yeah. Anyway, yeah. Well, my name before I got married, as Loz was just reminding me, was Hamilton, Rachel Hamilton. And I got married. I met Rob in Hamilton, got married in Hamilton, or just outside Hamilton, and changed my name to Hamilton. I lost a ton, T-O-N, on my
request.
You can tell she's lost the touch.
Yeah, when I got married. So there you go. That's a long version. It could have been longer.
So do you have plans to enter a kite comp?
There aren't really any around here. Yeah, and I haven't.
We are really going
Kiting in general, I haven't.
We haven't had the wind. It sometimes picks up in the afternoon, and Declan has blown up the kite like 3 times.
Yeah.
Quick, there's a wind. And then he goes to get on the board, and the wind drops out.
But hopefully in Indonesia, it'll be a bit better because it's nicer water, and hopefully.
What's the other thing that keeps you out of the water?
Yeah, crocs.
Yeah. There are crocodiles here. There was a crocodile spotted on the beach, or in the water by the sailing club this week. Only a metre and a half on, but still it could do some damage. So yeah. And now that we're into the, what do they call it, the build-up, apparently the crocodiles start to come out of the creeks, and you can see them more around here. So it's not a great place to go kiting in Darwin. People do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't want to be.
Well, I have kited here once.
Yeah, but
because I had to. Because like that guy just said, I just got the kite, and so I really wanted to use it. So I went out one day, got some video of it.
Yeah.
Oh, connection is unstable.
My parents met in an elevator. Perfect.
Wow. There you go. Yes. So okay, I think we've probably answered everything. Oh, that's enough. And let you get on with your days. Let some of you go to bed.
Day here in Darwin.
Some of you
day in Auckland.
Yeah.
Somebody said.
I don't know if Finn's still there. Are you still there, Finn Hamill? Before we.
Actually, Nigel, are you still there? I was just thinking of you, Nigel, when we're talking about our kids are you staying on the boat because they're getting older? Your boy must be getting on now. How old's your boy now, Nigel? Good night, Mark.
Good night, Mark. Thank you for the live. Thank you, Alison Hamilton, sharing my sister's name. And there you go. You know that.
Yeah,
Hamilton.
Hamilton, that's right. Yeah. With one L, though.
Yeah. That's how we know the difference. All right. Thank you. We will sign off. Okay, we're 2 months behind. If anybody wants to in our videos, so you will see us leaving for Indonesia soon in a couple of months. If anybody wants to have this, oh, there you go. Look at that. Isn't that great? I'm a little bit sweaty, so anyone who buys that will get. And Finn, would you like to? We'll just model those for you. So, Fair Winds, thank you very much.
Good, even with another hat on. So,
yeah.
These are good for, these are great. Just you can put this over your other hat. Just make sure that this one gets the weathering, and then you have your good hat underneath it.
I did see another comment on there asking if we have bucket hats. We do, not many.
No.
But they're in like this kind of color. Bucket hats.
No, we don't really, because we've only got.
Well, we've only got 4 of those.
Okay, never mind. We don't have bucket hats.
So we'd kind of All right. So if you want one, drop us an email at thecruisingkiwis@gmail.com. And can I put, yes, I will put Ivan's Instagram, The Viewfinders with 2 S's on Instagram. But I'll write that in the bit below after this goes
Or
out.
the Kiwi boys on TikTok. The Kiwi boys.
Yes. The Kiwi boys on TikTok doing stuff.
What do you want?
A few things that they've been doing with Finn as well. So you'll see a few things with Finn. They had some fun making a few videos together while he was here. All right. Thank you very much.
What
I
do
am
we
going
need
to
to do?
lean forward and approach the screen. Do not adjust. I'm just turning off. Okay. Bye. Is it still on?
Yeah, you have to click it twice.
Okay. There you
Well,
go.
that happens every time.
I do it every time. Can't build it.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Finally.
She will immediately